I think he's doing it now.
Oh, that's you right now.
Hello, people of YouTube. Oh my god, like proper new. It's been too long. So we tried to. Well, I pressed live stream twice now, and we're finally going live. So are you? I hope you guys are all ready to talk about Donkey Kong Country 3. Are we live yet? Is everyone there? Hello, people of YouTube.
It's in the corner, live, 44 seconds. Good.
So yeah, we've got a couple of guests with us. Here's Ross from the channel Bwahaha. Hello, how you doing?
All good.
Hope you do good. And Gordon from Give84, how you doing?
Evening, you all right?
I did wonder what was going on because there was no comments. But I just thought, this late on a Sunday, everyone's given up. No, it's just I can't live stream anymore. I'm just shit. Not even drunk. That's the thing. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. That's where it's all gone wrong. So yes, Donkey Kong Country 3, a game that we've all been playing thanks to the Club 52 random game challenge set by a few of us over here, wanting just to randomize our backlog, I guess. It's probably the best way to say it.
So it was not backlog. I had to buy this.
Oh, really? Okay. And Gordon, you probably did as well, because I know you emulated it, didn't you?
I did. I plan on buying it. I will buy it eventually, but I don't know when. But I will. Aye.
Retro Bear is saying I'm auditioning to take over the TMB podcast. Even the TMB hasn't gone this wrong yet. There's a bit of a more professional host usually. But yeah, trying to think what can we say? Like, I forgot. Everything has just come completely out of my head now because we've already said it about 6 times. Yes. So, how did everyone think? What did everyone think of the game? Did you enjoy Donkey Kong Country 3, Ross?
It was all right. It wasn't the best of the Donkey Kong games I've played, to be honest with you. It was cheap towards the end. It was, I don't know. I thought it was uglier than the other ones, but I think that'd just be Kiddy Kong. I don't like him. But
he was a pain. And
yeah, he's useless.
Yeah. And could you find a way to switch characters? Because I couldn't figure it out other than die.
Yeah, you can. It's select.
Select.
You can only do it like right before the beginning, before you move, I think. Because it worked every once in a while, but then I realized if you started walking around it like voided it or something.
You had to press it when you had enough space. You couldn't do it like next to a wall or something. It was just weird.
So, did they genuinely have to tag each other in then?
Aye.
Yeah, so I didn't like the baby character. I don't know what it was actually called because I was playing the Japanese version, so it didn't say the names in English.
It's Kiddy Kong, isn't it, I think.
Kiddy Kong, is it? Yeah, so I thought it's been that long since I played Donkey Kong. Is it just the sprite work just doesn't look very good? But then right at the end, when you beat the game, you actually see like the original Donkey Kong, and it's like, wow. It's such a big difference how good that character looks compared to Baby Kong or whatever it's called, Kiddy Kong.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't understand is he had no use. Like he didn't. Like Dixie Kong can float, can't she, with her hair? Could he do anything different? Could he throw her further?
I don't think so. Actually, no.
A couple of the enemies,
he could jump on the fat ones, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can roll into like the hedgehogs and stuff.
I never noticed that because I just stayed away from them.
Yeah. So if you press like the run button, you'd roll into the enemies. And can I just say, that run button fucking killed me so many times, especially at bosses. It is unbelievable because run and attack is the same button. And if you're standing on a ledge of some kind, waiting for an enemy, something to happen with an enemy. If you pressed it, you'd just roll off the edge and then die and then have to do the whole section again.
I was going to say also the run button killed Owl a lot when I watched his stream because he didn't seem to know there was one and couldn't close it.
Yeah, I can remember him trying to get like a box on the top of, like, on the side of a roof. But I mean, to be fair, I mean, he's killed half of his viewership after that stream anyway. His views are going to be going right downhill. Everyone's just.
That should have been an epilepsy warning.
So, has Gordon set his lighting for an arty photo mood shoot?
I have, aye. That's what I've done.
In fact, talking of which, did you take any photos? There was no photo mode, Gordon.
No, there's no photo mode, which is a crying shame, to be honest. It'd have been better. It'd have been better if I had a photo mode.
Yeah. I've got to
still
say,
screenshots. Loads of screenshots, but aye.
Yeah, I mean, with the Switch, you can do that a little bit easier, can't you? But the first bit of the game, very boring, very drab compared to the original Donkey Kong, I've got to say. However, like, some of the later stages were not too bad. They sort of like got quite pretty near the end, I would say, especially the snow levels and stuff.
I thought the game was more gimmick than anything else. Like, the other ones were more platforming with a little bit of extra to it. This one was just gimmick with a bit of platforming.
Yeah.
Aye.
Like, that spider pissed me off. I did not like using the spider in that, where you had to create your own platforms.
Yeah.
But that guy shooting at you from behind the background layer, oh my god, that pissed me off.
The guy shooting you, what's that?
It's one of the levels towards the end where you've got to create platforms with the spider, and there's like a guy with a cannon firing at you.
Okay, right, yeah. So, yeah, because you didn't know where the trajectory was, because it was weird, wasn't it? You had to like kind of figure out where that cannonball was at the time. Yeah, very strange. So, by the way, did anyone beat the game?
Yes,
you did. Yeah, and Gordon.
Yeah, beat it with 47%.
47%, which is quite good. Which is quite good. I think I was about the same, and Mr. 100%.
50.
50. I bet that killed you, didn't it? Really?
It did. Like, I got to the end. I think it was about 47 or 48. Then I thought I'd go back and try to do the 100%. So I started doing the levels, and the way it's got a flag system on it. So, like, if there's two flags waving, you've got everything. Unlike the Game Boy version, which showed you if you were missing coins or whatever, of like Donkey Kong Land 3, this doesn't do that. So I didn't know whether I was missing a coin or a bonus, and that just annoyed me. Plus, some of those bonus stages were annoying because you couldn't repeat them. So as soon as you fail it, because of something stupid, you have to like restart the level. But I didn't know you could restart the levels at that point. So I just had to either die or complete the level again, which was annoying me.
Yeah, no, that restarting the level thing, I only figured it out right at the end. Like, you press, if anyone's playing the game and you accidentally get into a level, you don't have to play the whole level again. Just press start, then select, and then it just kicks you back out, and you can try it again if needed. Try and get these bonus. Because so the bonus, we're talking about the bonus. Some people might not have played it yet and might not know what you need to get. So what are the bonuses? So there's the Kong. So as you're going through the levels, you have to get KONG. What else was there?
The coin for the shield, dude. You'd have to throw like a barrel and bounce it back off of something. There were some of them I could not work out. On the waterfall level, you couldn't bounce it off of anything, but you could run behind him, but I couldn't run as fast as the barrel, so I didn't know how you'd knock him without him banging it. Couldn't work that out. I need to look up how to do that.
Yeah, I think I got about 10 of them. But again, I don't know, is that just for a percentage score, or is it?
Yeah, it just went to percentage. I think you could trade the coins, or was it just the silver coins you could trade? It might have just been the silver.
I think it was silver. Aye.
Yeah, they might just be percentage.
Cool. Right, so I've got a question from Mr. Retro Bear. So what was the reason in picking this particular one in the series? So Mr. Retro Bear, if you was watching earlier when the stream wasn't actually running, you would have found out this. But yes, so obviously we was picking sort of games that we wanted to play in our backlog and then added them onto sort of this random generator. So this was my pick, and I picked this because I played the first game to death, basically. I absolutely loved that game. But I never played the sequels up until sort of like when I started collecting again. In fact, the second one I played via emulation. I played quite a lot of it, but back when I started like getting into getting into gaming again, I never really played games to the end. It was only because of the 52 game challenge that sort of like made me sort of feel the need to beat games again, which was quite good. I like that. I like that challenge that it gave me. But yeah, so I kind of like got to a certain point enough to enjoy it, and I thought, you know what, the third one I've only just touched on, not really done anything else. Anyone else? What was your history with Donkey Kong series?
Played the hell out of the first one on the Super Nintendo, and then other than that, I played just ones on the Game Boy because I didn't have a Super Nintendo as a kid. So I remember I beat Donkey Kong Land 3 on a holiday in France, south of France, sat there playing Game Boy. I beat that and one of the Zelda games. What is it? Link's Awakening? Is that what I beat? Must have been that. Cool. That's how I spent my time away. I've still got it's actually one of the only games from my childhood I've still got is the original Donkey Kong Land 3 cartridge. So I've heard them they are brutally hard, like the Game Boy ones. I've heard they're even harder than the Super Nintendo ones. I don't know. It might have just been, when you're a kid, you kind of just kept going for stuff and it didn't really bother you. So yeah, I got 100% on that one. So I don't know. It was more easier for completion because, as I said, it listed what you were missing. So,
and you had the time to dedicate it to it as well.
Yeah, when I should have been enjoying the sun and all the interesting things. At least I was able to see the Game Boy.
Only time, you need to go. It's the only time when you go on holiday. Yeah, actually, I dug out a Game Boy the other day that hadn't been modded because most of mine have, and I was quite impressed. The screen actually looked okay. Compared to like a Game Gear, not a chance. Gordon, what's your history with Donkey Kong?
Oh no, this is my first Donkey Kong. My first Donkey Kong and probably my last, to be honest. I don't know. I wouldn't. I might play them again, but not in any rush. I didn't mind the game. The game was all right, but I just thought it was really tough in some parts. It's kind of out my kind of comfort zone, but that's the good thing about this challenge. You get to play loads of different games that you might not want to play or might not have played before. So I enjoyed it for that. I enjoyed finishing it, so I don't have to go back to it pretty much. So
I did think about playing like 1, 2, and 2 again during this time, and I think I might do actually, because even though I think Ross said earlier that it was quite a cheap game compared to like other ones, it did kind of make me enjoy, like I just made me kind of like more nostalgic for the first one, because the first one, what I remember it as being is like one of the best games ever, especially on the Super Nintendo. It was difficult, but it was like it flowed really well, whereas like you had to think about your timing, about how you jump a little bit more in this third one, and that's only because of like how random and awkward some of the placement of enemies were. Gordon, you mentioned earlier like these guys that had like shields, like dustbin lids. There was a level full of these guys, and oh my god, like that just frustrated the hell out of me. It was like it was I understood the concept of it, but if you missed once, then that was it. They just like sort of like barge you off the side of this.
And you had to get it perfect. You had to wait until the shield is parallel with the floor. You had to get it perfect. If it was slightly an edge, you were gone. That was it.
I might have to make a short later from when I streamed it. There was one bit on that level where I just kept getting caught in this gap between this like pink grabby thing coming at me, and I couldn't get out of it every time. I just landed wedged in this hole, getting bounced around.
Man, yeah, that level nearly made me like just give up. It really did.
And it was so close to the end as well, so you didn't want to give up. Though, that was the thing, because you were right near the end of the game. It's like I just need to get through it. And then the lightning level. I think that was one before the lightning level. that was a pain in the arse as well. To be
It was
honest,
after the lightning level, I think it was just.
I think it was. Aye.
I was like, yes, I've done this. Then you do that one, then you go to the backwards controlling one.
That's right. Aye. Yeah.
See, again, too many gimmicks. It's always this one to this one.
So the lightning level, yeah, in concept it was quite good, but as a whole level that was just lightning frustrating you. It was just it wasn't fun, especially the bits where you had to jump into the water, and then you like pretty much that would be the worst bit because you could kind of gauge where there was going to be like there was a little flash at the top, and that's where it would land. So you could figure that out, but sometimes you had to like jump underneath enemies, get in the water, get onto a pad, and also miss the lightning that is actually coming down, and it was just like too much.
The bits where you're in the water on them, if the lightning hits the land, you still get fried in the water.
You just have no chance.
Aye.
Yeah, it wasn't the hardest level compared to other ones around it. There was another rope level that was quite frustrating. Ross, I know you had a battle with that one.
I did, yeah. Like I couldn't get the timing of some of the enemies right because basically you're climbing up a rope and it's on fire, and then you've just got to dodge all the stuff. But you're literally just climbing a vertical rope. You can barely do anything else. There's a few bits where you can jump off to the side to get to barrels to fire yourself up further, but yeah, there's one bit where you've got to pass these like buzzy bee things that are going backwards and forwards. But the easiest way to get it was on the left-hand side. But as soon as you're on the left-hand side, these helicopter things come down. It doesn't give you enough time to switch over to dodge them, and it just became a game of memorization.
Yeah, I'm sure that. Yeah,
which is what you said. The other ones flowed better. Like the original Donkey Kong, I always remember. Like, is it the first level you blitz it along, then you become the Rhino, and you go through the tunnel that you can break through, and all that kind of stuff was just interesting. It flowed, and you could keep running. This one, you couldn't even like the minecart stage on the first one, which was always everyone found it annoying, but there's like a toboggan-y kind of one on this one. But there were so many bits where if you jumped it, you couldn't keep your jump going because you'd land in a dip, which you didn't have enough time to jump back out of it. It just didn't flow at all. Yeah. If that makes any sense.
I also found with that the Donkey Kong Country 3 minecart, there was like if you jumped into like a building, it would kill you as well. I suppose it's more the snow stages. So if you didn't jump high enough to get onto the roof, it would just kill you.
Yeah. Then again, that's weird with the snow stages as well. Some of them, there's always a little bit that goes under the house. Sometimes you can walk under the house, and sometimes you can't. You just had to know which ones you could walk under.
Oh, right.
That was bizarre. Like I couldn't work out why they all didn't work the same. But
yeah,
it was weird.
Yeah, the design wasn't the best, really, I've got to say. But yeah, so Gordon, please don't let this game put you off the other games, because honestly, the first one is a masterpiece. It really is. It's such a great game, and it has to be experienced. And as well, another good one is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Is it the second? Is that the second one that's on the Switch now?
Yeah,
I played it on the Wii U.
The first one.
Yes, I've not played that one. The Donkey Kong Returns on 3DS. I've still not played that one yet. Is that one any good? Have you played it, Ross?
I've played it on the Wii. I haven't done a great deal of it, but it was pretty good. It seemed pretty solid.
Yeah, but Tropical Freeze is really good. Yeah, difficult. You're going to die a lot. You really are, but that's all part and parcel of the game. Like I noticed there was quite a lot of lives that you built up at the beginning of this game that helped you through to get to the rest of it, which was quite cool because it wasn't like you had 5 lives and that was it. It was like that's what I worry about sometimes with like 16-bit and 8-bit platforming games. You tend to have like a very finite amount of lives, and you're okay near until the end, and then you just completely get annihilated. This gave you as many lives as possible, and you just basically have to spread them out. But there's still unlimited continues, and then you restart with 5 lives. And I say unlimited continues, you just got to remember to save between every level, which I think that's what you was all doing, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I walked half the fucking game world to save after every level.
Yeah, sometimes because you have like an overmap, and when you get into the new stage, you beat that first level, and then you have to like backtrack all the way, like with your hovercraft, back to the last stages ones, and then go and save, and then come all the way back again. So that was it for the first few, especially near the end.
That's something else that annoyed me. You know the other Donkey Kong games where you're going around the map, it's a quick, easy jump to stage. This had too much, where you were in the water having to swim on the map, and it was really slow. That was just annoying.
Yeah. To be honest, like, because I was playing the Japanese one, I couldn't really tell what was going on our stream because it was like killing me. So I didn't really know what the hell to do to start off with. I was like, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was going into the boathouse, but I didn't know that was to get like a hovercraft or anything like that because it was all in Japanese. So I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do here? And then it sort of like twigged. I just randomly was clicking every option, and then they gave me a boat, and I was like, oh, amazing.
Did that confuse you? You know, there's that bit on the overworld where you've got to go and speak to one of the people, then speak to another one to get the like stair lift moving, like like the ski lift thing.
Yeah,
I was just wondering if that was annoying and it took you a while to work that out in Japanese.
I think I was quite lucky with that one because that just seemed to work as soon as I got there. I mean, I just knew that I was going into a sort of a room that you needed to activate, like do an option, and yeah, I guess I must have done all the correct requirements beforehand, luckily enough. So yeah.
See on that world, there was another ski lift that took you up to the left. Did you ever get that one working?
No, I guess that's what you get when you give them all the items or something.
Aye.
Either that or it's an end game 100% thing. And
that's not for me.
I'm assuming what was up there would have been the sort of Simon level, you know, where you have like the crystals and you have to like remember, you know, the memory game.
Simon says
yeah.
What did that do? It put like a fairy in the save place. I don't know what it did.
Aye, that's right. Aye, the wee buds. I don't know what they did. No.
Yeah. And that was another annoying thing. You know, like the bird levels. There was some levels that you could fire. Like,
that's right.
And then some that you couldn't. And it's like I didn't understand why there was a difference.
I don't know. With the boss, with the bit that spins around and fires it, you got to shoot in the eyes of the elephant that kept falling. What annoyed me as well, because all the other times you have to suck up water into the elephant's like trunk, don't you? But you have to get really close to the like the water to do it. I didn't realize that on that level you can do it anywhere you're stood. It just sucks out the air.
Oh, what?
Yeah. For ages, I was spent trying to get real close to the waterfall. Then I slipped off the edge and died. But no, when I finally did it, I was like, let's just try to suck it out the air.
I had to look up a guide for that because I didn't know how to suck up. I didn't know you had to suck up water and shoot. I didn't know.
It doesn't tell you anything, does it?
No.
Yeah. No. So forget Mario Wonder. The elephant was on Donkey Kong Country free first.
Game of the year. Game of the year 2023. Donkey Kong Country free.
How did you find the bosses on it, actually? Because I quite like bosses in Donkey Kong games, usually. Like, the big, like, beavery, ratty thing in the first one's pretty iconic. Really easy, but, like, in this, they're a bit crap. There's the big version of those underwater, like, clammy things on there. He was a bit crap. Yeah. And the, what else is there? Oh, was that big barrel that chases you? That you have to throw stuff into his mouth to blow him up so he flies off the edge. So it was just like that bit from, because I've recently been playing Super Metroid. There's a boss like that in it, where you have to push him back into the lava or something.
It's like reverse tug of war, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a bit shit. Because the hitbox of actually, no matter how many times his mouth was open, you could chuck like the explosive barrel in. It didn't always go in. Like I watched it go into his gob. Didn't do anything.
So you had to throw the barrel mid jump, but also in the right space.
Yeah, it wasn't like top jump or anything, was it? It was like slightly off the floor.
And when the controls were a little bit not accurate, I would say. It wasn't like I say, it wasn't as smooth as the first one, but like the boss that really killed me was that stupid clam thing that goes in 3 stages.
Yeah,
where you had to like sort of like first one you had to bounce like you were a dolphin. It's like the Echo Dolphin levels, and you had to like sort of like charge at a clam to like bounce it off on a wall and then hit on its bodyguards, and then you'd have to kill it. Oh my god, it was just like you had to be like pixel perfect, or she just died. Like hitting the other.
What you might have missed by the Japanese version that made me laugh. You know, at the end it shows you all the characters.
Yeah.
The swordfish guy is called On Guard, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, no, I didn't have that in English.
When
that level got done, that was like a Dark Souls moment where I was like, throw the controller down, thank God, have a bit of just a wander off, just stretch it a little bit and just enjoy what I just did.
I didn't find him bad. I think the only one that annoyed me was the final boss, where it starts off as the big robot that you fought before, and then once you've killed him, like what's his name is, it's not K. Rool in this one, it's K. Rulenstein or something. It's really bizarre, but yeah, he comes out and then you fight him, and you got like pull levers and stuff to drop barrels and that. Yeah. But if you die, you don't have to face the robot at the first bit every time, do you?
No.
If you saw that, but I thought I'd save after it doesn't work. Even Gordon tried it.
I've tried that. I tried that as well.
Work.
Yeah.
So you can't skip that bit.
What was it? I did see a comment here. So Retro Bear with the questions. Anyone else can jump in with a question as well. That's fine with us. How does this rank against other platformers of its era, and would you recommend it? So I'm going to go Gordon first this time, since this was the first time you played a Donkey Kong game. And
when I was playing like the Mega Drive, I played the Mega Drive a lot back then, and the games that I played was like obviously Sonic games and Dynamite Heady. That's another one I played and really enjoyed. And I did. this ranks bottom for me for sure. I just found this game really slow, like really kind of sluggish, and like you were saying about hitboxes and the response to the buttons. Like you were talking about that boss, the clam boss, and I found the second phase of that really hard when you had to like circle around and you had to do it just right. And I just felt it was just so slow. But then when you got it, it was a good feeling when you got it. But
yeah, it was the third stage for me where it did that 5 thing, because I didn't realize it had like a rest period. I thought I had to do it in between, like when it was firing and stuff. So like that I would just constantly die, and then I realized just take a break. I think it was like 4. It would fire 4 times, and then you could go for it. Then the next phase it would fire 5 times, then you go for it, and then it was 6, I think. Yeah. But like because I was trying it so many times, that second stage I kind of got it to a T. It was like it took me ages to figure that out, and then once I got it, it was just like it was almost like muscle memory doing it.
I think I beat that clam one really quickly. I don't think I had any issues with that at all.
I did nothing in that game quickly. Nothing. Not one thing. I got to the game over screen really quick, loads of times. But
my final play time on the game like log was like 3 hours something, but it was way longer than that.
Oh yeah. I would say it probably took me about 6 hours. I think maybe.
I beat it in 3 hour-and-a-half streams. I think
it took me 5 hours and 35 minutes. 5 hours 35. Jesus Christ, that was tough. Yeah. But yeah, I don't play that many kind of retro games that much, to be honest. But like, I played a few 2D side scrollers recently, like Kaze and the Wild Masks and that Freedom Planet, and they're fantastic games. They're just so good, so responsive, and this just felt really slow. But that's just like my opinion.
The thing is, this was like done near the later end of the era, because it was what I found it quite a cool little nod. There was actually in one of the caves, someone was playing an N64, and it was like
Wrinkly Kong, and it randomly plays the Mario 64 theme, doesn't it? Like
that's right. So it does,
yeah. So I think it was like the B team development studio. So yeah, I think that. Right. Yeah, so I can see why it wasn't the best, especially because, like I say, the first 2 were actually really good games. For me, I would rate it. not the worst, to be honest. I've played a lot worse 16-bit games. It's probably the bottom, like the top of the bottom third, I would say, of like 16-bit platformers. It was frustrating, but it had some like nice charm to it still. And it made me want to play the first one a lot. So I think in the next month or so, I will be going back and playing 1 and 2. So yeah, it's bottom third, but still good game. Just frustrating. Ross, how about you? What?
I would have put it just straight down the middle. Like, I've played so much worse and so much better.
Yeah.
It's not something that you put on and think it's absolutely diabolical at all. I don't know. I think I got through it more because I was streaming it. That's the reason. It made me not walk away from it. If it was something I was just putting on to relax with at night, it wouldn't have gone back on. But yeah, I'm trying to think what I usually play when it comes to retro platformers. But the problem is, I've been spoilt by too many of the newer retro style platformers, which do handle incredibly tightly. Like, I don't know. This isn't like Bubsy. It's not like sliding around everywhere, is it? It's a slight bit of sliding. But it's fine. It's not the worst.
I'm not too. I like Bubsy. I've got to say, it gets a bad rap. I think
the first one's all right. The second one was bad.
I've never played it.
I didn't mind 3D. I actually quite enjoyed that. I don't see why everyone hates it so much. It's just a janky PS1 controller.
Have you actually played the third one?
I haven't played the third one, though.
Yeah, because that's on Jaguar. Somehow a Jaguar exclusive.
Yeah, I've got the first one on the Jaguar.
The first one on the Jaguar?
Pretty sure it's the first one on the Jaguar.
No, I think the Jaguar one is just Bubsy free.
Is it the third one? I swear, Bubsy started on the Jaguar.
Bubsy started on the Jaguar?
Yeah.
No,
I swear it did. I know he was on the Super Nintendo.
My world is just turned upside down because I'm sure there wasn't a Jaguar even announced when I played Bubsy.
See, that's what I'm confused by. It's the same as Rayman started on the Jaguar, didn't it?
Did it? Maybe, but that was before. That's not on the Super Nintendo, is it? Bubsy Fractured Furry Tales.
That is the one I've got. I've got that on the Jaguar.
The third entry in the Bubsy series.
Okay,
Thank God. I was like, my world was just about to turn upside down. Then
I don't know. It's one of like 3 Jaguar games I've got.
Oh well, you need to play it now. Now you need to.
To be honest, I've only put it on to see if it works. I haven't actually played it.
Yeah, it was one that I never got because it was it's quite a pricey title now.
Is it? I've got it like boxed and mint. I think I paid like 10 quid for it or something.
Like when I was sort of collecting Jaguar games, it was about 100 quid.
Okay, now.
Yeah. So, but anyway, somehow got on the tangent to Bubsy and Jaguar. So.
I'll say I'm wrong on the Bubsy knowledge.
Yeah, so what was I going to say? Is there anything else we can talk about this game? Is there anything else that you would like to talk about it?
I'm trying to remember what I mentioned before when we weren't live. I don't know what I have or haven't. Did I mention the Game Genie when we were live or not?
Oh yes. So what's your knowledge about the Game Genie in this game then?
It doesn't work. It comes up saying you're trying to copy it.
I think it was quite interesting when you mentioned about at the end of the life cycle because it had N64 in the Wii Cave and then Super Mario 64's sound music in the background. I think maybe that's where it, like you're saying, that's where it kind of got lost and made by the B team. Aye,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't like anywhere near the quality of the first two. I've played a bit of was it Dixie's Conquest? Is that the second one or something?
The second one.
I played that emulated. I don't have it.
Yeah. No, I'm intrigued to actually go back and beat that second one. Ross, you're a man of sort of my kind of age. Did you play the first game on the Blockbuster Championships? Can you remember that back then? I think it was 93, if I remember correctly.
I did not.
How did you know? Yeah, I can remember doing that back in the day. Like where I used to live, like just across the road, there was a high street, and that's where Blockbuster was. And I used to go there like every other day, competing, trying to get as far as I could. I think you had to get as many coins or something like that. And,
I live in the middle of nowhere. We got a Blockbuster about 3 years before it shut down.
But for part of competing, you used to get like a pack of X-Men Fleer cards.
Oh, cool.
And that was really cool. I wasn't really into X-Men back then, but them cards are like so high quality. That was really cool. Oh, hang on a second. In the chats, we've got Callum. Good evening, gentlemen. Love the first one. Haven't played the third. I'm yet to get the second. Struggled to get the controls down on that one. And great t-shirt. Yeah,
I've still got the sticker. Look, I'll show you this here. Where there can you see it?
I'm trying to make it bigger, but I'm doing it some. How do I make it bigger? Oh yeah, collection of stickers.
2 stickers.
I've only got one sticker on my TV, and it's yours, Eddie.
Eddie's and Callum's. Still waiting for Paul's. He said he's going to send one up, but he's not sent one yet.
I do like the sticker in because they're not too expensive to do, and it's just nice just have a little collection of people's stuff.
Also, actually, talking about not getting the controls down, did anyone else have trouble with like working out? Because you could pick up each Kong and throw them, couldn't you?
Yes,
but there was bits where you had to throw them like directly up. Only when I was going for 100% did I realize you could pick up Kiddy Kong, throw him up, and slam him into the floor to break the floor.
Okay.
Only because I watched a guide of how to collect a bonus board, but it was really hard to throw him directly up. No matter how much I held up, sometimes it would go off to the side. Yeah, it was really janky trying to do the throw in.
The diagonals were where I found it really hard because it was quite early on. There was a stage where you had to pull levers down and it would open doors and stuff. And I think there was one bit that you had to throw the other one up there, and I just couldn't get it to do it. It would hit the empty space as if you was to go up there, and then it would just like bounce back. And it would. And I thought, right, that's it. I'm giving up now. There's no point even trying to get 100 on this.
I also thought it was really weird the way that if you did throw one up onto a ledge or something, if you didn't have to change character, it would just warp you up to where they were. That was a bit weird, but I didn't see much point to it. It was only to collect a couple of lives. I didn't ever find much to use that for.
Just want to say congratulations, Callum, as well. Dylan mentioned earlier, I think you've just had your baby today, is it? Or was it sometime this weekend? But yeah, congratulations, mate.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, nothing, and we're not be doing that. Just new dogs and just maybe another cat into my clan.
We've already got a Super Nintendo Junior. It's fine.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, exactly.
That's a shit joke. I'm sorry. Fucking hell, the whole place is falling apart.
Have one. I gotta say that Super Nintendo Junior is a pretty console, isn't it? It is.
I do like it.
It's just weird because it completely looks totally different than any other Super Nintendo.
The problem is it's only as RF done it out.
Does it?
I think so. Pretty sure.
Well, mine doesn't.
I'm talking shit. I've used it before.
well, spoiler alert on an upcoming pickups. I've got one, so that's how I know it doesn't.
It only does something. Something about it. The video quality is worse, or maybe it's the audio quality is worse on it. Something's worse on it, but I didn't notice much. I haven't got that many American Super Nintendo games. So
yeah. Well, mine's a Japanese one, so maybe that's better. I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah,
are you going to go back to Donkey Kong, Ross, and get the 100% or nah?
No.
No.
It's going back in the box and it's going on the shelf.
So has it made you, since you've not got the second one, has it made you want to go get the second one?
I would play the second one. I'll give it a go. I've got to say I've beat all 3.
Exactly, yeah. That's where I am. That's where I am. Like the same as you, I played the second one emulated, so it would be nice to have all 3 done back to back almost, maybe in reverse order, and then just finish with
this
the
is as well. When I played it emulated, I didn't finish it because it doesn't feel right. I like knowing I've beat something on original hardware. Emulation or anything that I don't own, to me, it's just throwaway.
Yes,
I have to have something I own.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm the same. I mean, that could be a whole like conversation on its own because I have nothing wrong with emulation and everything like that. But if I like actually try and beat a game like properly, I have to kind of own it, even if I'm emulating, even playing on an EverDrive. Like I feel the same. It's like I want to play it, and I will play it a little bit, but I won't like fully invest my time in it unless I'm like, I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, if you've got a list of stuff to pick from, I'll play something, then I'll jump something else. If I own it, I've still got a big wall of games behind me to play from, but I have to physically get up and get one of them.
Yeah.
If it's already in the console, I'll play it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I love my EverDrive because I think we're collectors, aren't we? As well, like I love the fact I've got it there ready to play. Don't have to open the box. I don't have to fettle it, ruin anything, because even as careful as we are, they can always get a bit of a crease on them flaps. And it's like, as long as I've checked,
I'm never careful with a flap.
Right. Yeah. Once it's on the shelf, it's on the shelf then, and I can play it on my EverDrive.
So yeah, I like it. If I can beat it, I can put it on the shelf and know it's there and it's done. Like, so it becomes a shrine rather than something to take things away from and do again. That's sad. I'm going to shut up.
Cool. So actually, has anyone in the comments, did anyone actually play it, or was it just those 3? Because actually, I don't think I heard many people talking about this one as much as the last game. Can you think of anyone?
I don't think else. Dylan played it. Aye.
Oh yeah, Dylan played it. Yeah, I don't think he beat it though, did he?
I don't think so.
No.
I know if we hold on for 6 minutes, he might be back. Say 9 o'clock.
Can we hold on for 6 minutes for Dylan? Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, really, because I thought more people would have played it because it's more of a retro game. People seem to jump on retro games a bit more because you don't have to beat it. You can just play a few levels and enjoy it. Whereas, like, I think more modern games, you have to really invest your time a little bit more. So I was quite surprised how this one got like a bit of a more of a lukewarm reaction. Maybe it's because it was the third and people know that it wasn't the best.
Maybe. Yeah, jumping on retro makes sense. Like, the amount of time it took me to beat this game, I'd probably only seen the first intro cutscene to Deadly Premonition 2 in that time. So you can see why modern stuff would be less likely to have people jump on it.
Well, I wonder what could be next. So shall we have a spin, Gordon, or
do
you think it's time for that?
2 seconds.
Why are you loading that up? Paul, do you think you'll go after you've heard our glowing review on Donkey Kong Country 3? Does it make you want to go back and play it even later on? Because the thing is, that even though the month's ended, doesn't mean that you guys can't go back and play these games. It's just
go back and play them and put them in the comments of this. That'd be interesting to see what people thought of it.
It'd be quite fun to see.
You ready for the spin?
Let's go. Spin, sugar.
Let's see if I can get it up. I don't think you can see that.
Hang on, let me see if I can figure this out.
Don't make me spend money.
Wait there. It's too bright, isn't it? It's fine, I'll spin it anyway. You can see the name coming up.
You can
see the bit at the top. So
it's Donkey Kong Country 3 again. Toki. Oh, it's me again.
That's Eddie's game again. I thought it was going to be Toki.
I thought it was going to be Toki, but that would have been Steve again because Steve got the other one as well, didn't he?
That's right.
I've just bought it in the Xbox sale.
It's funny that you mentioned Toki because we were talking about modern classics. We've all done that, and Steve did it the other day, and he chose Toki on there. And funny enough, I played Toki on the Switch. Jesus Christ, you think this game's hard? Wait until you play Toki. Oh my god, I've rage quit.
I was saying, just a future proof, Toki's like £2 on the Xbox store at the moment. If anyone wants it.
Oh, but it's not Toki actually. Why am I've got Toki in my head as if
no, but that'll future proof you.
Yeah. What the fuck is Devil Kings? It's a PlayStation 2 game. I think it's only about 10-15 quid game. So it's not too expensive.
Pretty in my head, but I don't know if I own it.
It's sort of like a Capcom Devil May Cry action adventure game. So yeah, it's one that I really wanted to play myself. Hence why I chose it and put it up there. I've got a copy for sale if anyone wants to buy one.
I might have to buy one. I don't think I have it.
But yeah, no. Sorry, Ross, you're gonna have to start spending. Gordon, have you got the game? I'm sure. I have a feeling you've got this game, or at least picked it up once.
No, not this one. No, not played it. But when I seen you picking this, like putting it on the wheel, I thought it was a racing game for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I'm thinking of something completely different. Obviously, I think of something completely different.
There's something called Devil something that is a racing game, just like a
Dirt Track Devils, isn't it?
Thing on
is that what it is? Eh? That's what
I know. I've got that.
So let's have a look. On eBay, you can buy one manual, without a manual for £15 or best offer, including postage, or complete for £15. So yeah, you're going to get one for between 10 and 15 quid, which not too bad.
No, that's good. Aye, that's good prices. Aye,
cool.
I'll buy that one for sure.
I'm gonna have to sit here and dig through my PlayStation collection to see if I have it or not. It's the annoying one that's triple stacked and like behind a load of stuff.
Krusty Devils, maybe that's a motorbike game, isn't it?
Maybe that's
Krusty Demons, that is.
Demons, yeah. So we're all completely wrong. We're just randomly choosing like two different game names and putting them together, aren't we? Yeah, like I'm looking forward to this one. I think everyone's going to enjoy this one because I think we're all into the sort of action kind of games. I know from what you guys play in your 52 game challenges. So yeah, good pick. Whoever chose that.
There's quite a few
stream again next time.
There was Chaos Legion as well. That looked quite decent. Looked like a Devil May Cry kind of game. I've not played that either, but it looks quite good. The Devil Kings, look forward to that. That'll be a good one.
Nice one. I'm kind of a bit good. I might actually. I was going to say I'm going to play Toki, but it's going to get picked sooner rather than later. So I'll have to. I'm
kind of glad because where I said just picked it up, I was going to play it. I didn't know it was actually in the wheel.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to take off. Donkey Kong and Devil Kings.
Yeah,
that was close. I had to play it again there. Jesus.
Well, it's quite interesting, and a fourth game that's completely different than the last.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like it as long as it's complete variety, and because I don't think anyone put anything in that was like where everyone chucked in 3 games. No one chucked 3 of like the same genre, did they?
No,
don't think so. No.
Yeah, I think everyone's on the same page. Really, it's just sort of like just try something different, and that you're not sort of a bit out of your normality a little bit. Yeah. Because that's what I mean. The reason why I chose this the reason why I chose this is because it's been on my shelf. I've been looking at it and just never put it in.
Yeah.
So another one who's going to be buying it, that's Paul.
Well, CEX will be out of Devil King soon. So.
Actually, let's see how much is it at CEX.
12 quid. So look.
Oh yeah, 12. So 15 quid with the postage.
Yeah.
If you've not got it close by.
Might find it cheap in a second-hand shop or something.
You probably will.
Might just go to slap it out offers like it did on eBay for Donkey Kong.
Well, if you don't mind a manual, there's one that's £15 no with offers. Just chuck a tenner towards them.
Aye. Oh, delete. Get Donkey Kong off of there. ASAP.
He's getting it off as quick as he can. Not again, not again.
There was other games that I wanted to put on there, but I thought if I put like 10,000 bullets, it might not be a good idea for everyone's bank balances.
Aye,
I've always wanted to play that.
Exactly, I do.
There's quite a few because I was thinking I won't go anything that's over about 15, 20 quid. I didn't want to go mad with it. That's people can do that in a month, can't they? So it's not an issue.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought as well with Donkey Kong. It's on Switch. You can emulate it. There's so many cheap ways to do it. Or if you're as mad as us, like you did, you just went out and bought it. But you didn't pay too much, to be fair.
There's a lot of like disc-based stuff that we could help each other play. So
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to mention as well. I don't know if you guys know, but this is actually called Super Donkey Kong 3. It's not actually Donkey Kong Country in Japan. So when I was looking, I only knew that when I started looking for ROMs to see if I could just get a ROM of it. I didn't.
What's the picture on it? Is it pretty much the same in it? But
the picture.
I think Eddie's played the wrong game.
It's the same actual image, yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
We just got more to the sides.
And it's been reversed.
It's reversed,
yeah.
aye.
You've got more headroom.
Yeah. It's quite interesting to see like the different artworks. But yeah, like you can tell it's a late release.
Somebody bought this for $39.99 and I paid $40 for it. Paid a penny extra. It's gone up a penny in all these years.
But yeah, like you can tell it's a late release because that's like an American style box, isn't it? It looks not as pretty as the PAL ones. So what's this? Don't buy it from CX till I've been to Leeds tomorrow. So Sean, make sure you don't get there before him. Although there's 3 different CXs in Leeds, isn't there? I think so. Which one is it? Cool. Shall we end the stream there?
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
Good man, right?
Well, enjoyable chat, all 2 of them. So where can we find you, Ross?
My channel. That's it. Also on Twitch. I like every one of these games. I think I've streamed. No, I didn't stream Murdered. But I will play as many of these as I can there if you want to see me go through them.
Yeah. And Gordon, where can we find you?
Just on my YouTube channel, YouTube channel, Twitter, first you.
Yeah, you do quite a lot of Twittering,
What's that?
You do quite a lot of Twittering, actually, don't you? I'm too old for that, you see, so I don't know.
I like a lot of twatting. A lot of twatting is good.
Cool. Yeah, and you'll find me same place, Instagram. I'm an Instagrammer, so yeah. Anyway, enjoyable. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Bye. See ya. What if I've ended it?